Welcome to the last section of the project. In this lesson, we're going to design the history section. This is where we're going to include the message history, call history, and out of video call history. So before we proceed, we're going to make a duplicate of the previous section here. That is a label. So you scroll up and select this, then Alt key, drag down to make a duplicate and keep it there. So this is going to be history, and also you change the label to F. All right, so now let's scroll up again and make a copy of this appointment screen. Alt key, drag down and keep it here. All right, so in this place we're going to change the navigation menu. It says we're in history should have label this time, so we can achieve that from our component. So let's go back to our component page and do that from our menu. So here in the navigation menu here, we're going to add one more component, and this time is going to be the home history. So let's select the home first and delete the label, and also remove the field and change the icon back to the global color. This. All right, so now let's select the history frame and expand it a bit. Then we take our text tool and write inside as history. Okay, so we select it and go and change the direction of the, make sure you select the main frame and change the direction to horizontal. Okay, so we may want to position the icon to come after the history, so before the history. Okay, now select the history and change the position like this and align it to the center of the frame so that you have something like this. All right, so you can also increase the frame size so that it will fit in the content. All right, so now we select that frame alone and give it a fill of our global color. So we select from the list here and give it this. Then the icon, we're going to revert it back to height. All right, so now we select the frame again and give it corner radius of 15. Now we can also increase the width to that. So let's name this as history. Okay, and this should be appointment booking. Okay, that's fine. Then this should be home instead of list. Home. All right, so I think we are done with that. And for consistency, if you look at this they are of different width, right? So you can play around with it to make sure they are of the same width, maybe by just reducing the padding within the frame, and see how you can make that one happen. So here we can decide to take down the padding a little bit down, and or here, so just make sure the width is the same. Excuse me. So you can maintain the padding. So here is 14, but remember the content you have in every label will determine how the width of your navigation menu will be. Okay, all right, so now we'll go back to our design page and add the instance. So we select the home menu, then we'll add the history as the instance. Okay, so now let's edit this screen to proceed. So here I'm going to ungroup these. We'll ungroup this and add edit it to something we want. Delete this part. Okay, they're inside the frame. Let's take it out and just remove it from the frame. Then we're going to edit the width. Okay, so this is going to be messaging. Okay, this time we're also going to reduce the width of it. So the width here we have 69. So we change it to, let's change it to fixed width so that we can edit it. Excuse me, the container. So we have 171, so we're going to change that. It is giving us problem. We're just going to delete it and take another frame entirely. So just take another frame and draw the frame here. So the frame should be 100 by width. Alright, then you can give it a fill of a global color and give it corner radius of 15. So inside here we're going to include a text messaging. Alright, and this is going to be detached, and we'll edit it to body lat text. Let's choose this. That's big. Let's go to body medium text and position it to the center of the frame. So select that frame, Alt key, you make another duplicate and one more duplicate. Okay, so now here we're going to update this to voice call, and the last one to video call. Okay, so make sure you select the text and also align it properly to the center of the frame. Similarly here to the center of the frame. So this first one should be the active, while the other one should not be active. Then you're gonna make another screens to just make it active and all that. So here we're going to change the text color to our active color. Then I'll give it a stroke of our global color as well, and then remove the fill. Okay, similarly this same thing, keep a stroke of our global color. The stroke color should be that, and also remove the fill. Then the text, you also give it a global color. Then here I will do the same thing. So far I think we are cool. So now we can select the three together and distribute their horizontal spacing. Okay, so you can add this to 30. So now group them together. Then here I will edit this to history. So we're also going to touch that and see how to make it perfect. So we'll leave it like that. In this search box and other thing remain as it is. Okay, then here let's see how we can also reduce the spacing between this and that of the back arrow key. Then you leave it like that. Okay, so here let's now edit. Let's say this is going to be like instead of Thursday, we'll just make it today. Let's make it today. Then here we'll just edit it. by reducing the size of the frame and all that. So here we're going to delete this. Also delete the second line, and the time will just come by the right. Okay, so let's double tap on the time frame and see how we can move it to the right. And just a single time. This time let's just put maybe 12 o'clock instead. Let's say 12 minutes. Fast and something like this. It's okay. And move it to the right like this and keep it there. So here we're gonna have the doctor's comment. Okay, let's say here saying, okay, thank you for your time. Okay, then here we're gonna take it down to small text and also the fill to that. So and keep it somewhere around there. So here also we're going to delete this scroll icon, and also the frame is 120 by 120, right? So let's give it corner radius of 60, but I can get a perfect circle there. And one more thing again, we can scale it down, or you just use your manual dimension and take it down to a smaller number. We want to take down the height of this frame, that's why we are doing that. Okay, so now go back to your move tool and reduce the height and bring this to the middle, and use your alignment tool to achieve that. Alright, so we select the two texts together and move them to the edge of this frame. Keep it there. Then the time, we take it up a bit and also keep it there. Well, I think that is great. So centralize this, and also this. So far we are done with that. So we can add another one. So what you're going to do now is to select the remaining one, this, select them together and just delete it. Okay, then we can make more copies of this particular one. Only the frame, this frame, Alt key, you drag down and change the faces and the names of the doctors. Okay, and also the comments. All right, so here maybe we'll put the boss. Awesome. Okay, then we take it to the left. I change the time, maybe this time be 10:34. So wherever I type and it's above that, I can increase the so we have that. Then we can change the image as well, and also the name. Let's say this time this is for Dr. Sahad. So you go and change the name. This is Dr. Sahad. What we have there, look for the name, because I have Simon Jones and we have Sahad. What, can't even find him. Sahad Hussein. I also have Simon Jones and all that. Okay. All right. So it is going to be for Sahar Hussein. And you can also add more. But before that, let's add one more heading here. Maybe this is for yesterday. Okay. Let's put yesterday here this time. And probably the date, let's say July 3rd. Okay. 2025. So here also make another duplicate, Alt key, select down. Then it says this for just random names. You can do that. Okay. Say Simon Just. All right. So you also change the comments, the time, so that it will look different. Okay. Let me say series was 11:20 and all that. So now you can take your time to change the images and the names. So we'll do that accordingly. Okay. So now we're going to do the alignment. You select all of them. And align them properly to the center of the frame using your alignment tool. All right. Do I feel as if it's not centered align? So it's centered align now. So now you have something like this for the messaging section. All right. So what we're going to do is to create more, screens and be able to just shuffle it. So we're going to see how you achieve that. Okay. So we're done with the first screen now. So now let's duplicate this screen to the right and change the content. So take your time to change, to update the images and also make it better. There's a quick challenge for you. So here we're going to edit this and remove some content from there. And I think there's one of the frame that we have messaging already. You can save time by just copying that part, that particular screen to this place. So let's scroll up and see if we can bring in that. So I think we can make use of this particular chat screen. Okay. So Alt key, you drag down to your history section and keep it there. Then we just delete this one we duplicated before and bring in this here. All right, this is great. So what we need to add more in this frame is just some sections here that will show like there's going to be a kind of reply from the chat, so that to make it different. And I think you already have one of the frame there where you have chat and reply. So if you have that frame, just go and copy it and bring it here. All right. Then here you can decide to update it and this image to the first one in our previous screen, which is Sarah. So we can quickly do that by going up again and bring in Sarah's image, which is the frame that has Sarah. So let's just Alt key, will drag that one down and also go and keep it inside the history chat. So select this one, delete it and replace it with Sarah. So what's the meaning in this? So replace it with Sarah and change the icon to message. Okay. So let's also scroll up and double tap this. Alt key, you make a copy and keep it replace it with this call icon here. So I delete this one and take this one inside and position it properly. Okay, so change the content as well. So this is going to be deleted, and also this is going to be deleted. I'll just put the time in. So to make it more real, so group this one and also bring it to the middle of the frame. To make it real, so try to make sure the time align. All right, so that's it. If you have 12 here, let the beginning time be 12 and edit all that. Okay, so you should have another section of message boxes here that shows replies and all that. So that's it. Right, so now we can take the preview and see what we have done so far. Before that, let's quickly rename this as chat history 1. And it's going to be chat history 2. Okay, so we have the two screen. All right, so now when you preview, you should have this for the final result. And remember to update the images and all that. So this is what it's gonna look like. So you should have something like this. And just update this, and finally we'll come here also and delete this call icon. Okay. All right, congratulations, we are done with the chat history section. In the next lesson, we'll proceed to call, that is the voice call section. See you there.